right, so today in our little Pipedrive lesson, we're going to go over our pipelines and the deal page of Pipedrive. Again, I'm Frankie. I'm with SaaShop. I am part of the Pipedrive experts on the team there. If you have any questions while I'm going through this, either relating to the topic or just in Pipedrive in general, feel free to drop them in the comments. So the main screen of Pipedrive is going to be your deals page. You can get it by clicking over on the second button here, or even clicking the P as your home button on the side. You have a couple different views of your pipeline as well. We have the boards view, which has a more visual representation of what's going on in your pipeline. You have the list view, which is going to look more like an Excel spreadsheet for some of you that are comfortable in that realm. You can go ahead and drag your rows and columns around, edit which columns are visible here as well. And then if you are on the professional planner up, you also have the revenue forecasting view of your pipeline as well. Coming back into our boards view here, show you a little bit around here. You have some information about each of the deals right in this view. You have the name of the deal or lead, the people and organization attached to it, the owner, the value, and activities you have coming up. This is an activities past due. It's red. We can click on it and show what that answer is. Yellow means you have nothing scheduled. Go ahead and schedule activity. Green means you got one today, and gray will mean that you don't, that you have one scheduled for a future time. So really what I want to get into today is how to edit and customize your pipeline. To do that, once you are in your pipeline view, if you drop down on this first arrow right here, you can pull down your different pipelines. You can have as many as you'd like. You'll only have one to start. So if you want to build a new pipeline, hit add new pipeline. It's going to start with some standard stages here. Maybe we're going to change these. Maybe it's initial contact. Demo scheduled. Maybe you can just take this out because then proposal made is our next one. Negotiation started. You want to add a new one. When you're thinking about how to customize these stages, think about your business individually. I always recommend that write down the actions you take in your process. Then group those actions into stages. It's sometimes easier than going from the stages to the actions. If you're new to your Pipedrive, there's a good chance you might alter these, change these, mess around with them. That is one of the perks of Pipedrive, is that it's so easy to customize and you can just come in and do it on a whim. You can also have multiple pipelines for different parts of your business. Maybe you have one for the referral part of your business. Maybe you have one for partnerships, a prospecting pipeline, new customers, existing customers. Any parts of your business that you would want to separate and that have different processes involved, I'd recommend making a different pipeline for. A little further in the customization you could do in each stage here, you can adjust for probability, which would affect your revenue forecasting. Then there's this rotting days feature. You can toggle it on and off for each stage individually. If we put a number of days in here, 5, and we had a deal in here that was sitting in here for 5 days, after day 5, it will highlight red. That'll let you and your team know that this deal needs attention, it needs to be moved, checked in on, whatever it is that may be done. And you can choose to have them on for all stages, just some of them, or none at all. So we always want to save anything that we are working on. To edit a pipeline, you can go ahead and just hit the pencil key and edit anything that you may be working on. If you already have deals in a pipeline and you want to edit or make changes, let's see. So here, if we edit this, we already have some deals in here. As long as you don't delete the stage, you can go ahead and change the names of these deal stages while having no effect on your current deals in there. This does differentiate from your leads view a little bit, and everybody uses their Pipedrive a different way. Your leads inbox is normally for leads or prospects or contacts that aren't in the stage of a deal yet, a promising closure. I have worked with companies who would rather work in the deal area of Pipedrive instead of working in the leads, just because you have the visual aspect, and there's a lot more that you can do with customizing and also setting up automations for your deal pipelines. So prospecting pipeline is something that you could do. You don't have to get too bogged down in the Pipedrive vocabulary of deals versus leads. You can go ahead and call all the deals in there leads if that verbiage helps you out a little bit. In this menu, you also have the option to reorder your pipelines, whether it's based on importance, how often you're using them. You can just drag and drop them here. Having a good custom process split up into stages will help both the team and a manager see where each deal is, maybe where the deals are sitting too long. In analytics, you can do how deals are progressing through these stages, and you can analyze that and get some insights on that. You can also play around with filters in your deals page. You may have noticed, if you're already using Pipedrive, that if you mark a deal as won or lost, it does disappear from the initial view. But you can create your own filters, or you can use the ones that are given to you by Pipedrive and do all lost deals. Anything that's marked lost in there will show up. Same thing with deals marked won. When you mark a deal as won or lost, it will stay in the stage it was marked won or lost in. If you wanted to create a filter to show both your lost and won deals, so we're going to do deal pipeline I think we're in the new customer pipeline. And we're going to go any of these conditions, deal status is lost, add one more, deal status is won. The difference between these two conditions, all conditions defined in this area have to be met, where it'll be any of these conditions. So this could be either won or lost, so you want it to be either or. Go ahead and name your filter. You can mark it as private or shared with the rest of the people in your company, and hit save. And now we can see both the lost and won deals in this stage. Using this drop down here where the filters are, you can also toggle between different owners. You can look at just yourself, you can look at your whole team, and you can also mark things as a favorite. So the filters and the owners that you're looking at the most, you can put them right here under your favorites. Let's jump out of this filter and back to everyone. One question that we get asked quite often is, why can't I see everyone's deals? Why can't I see everything that's there? A lot of the times the problem is that in the owner's person, it's only you that you're ticked off. So you're not going to see your coworkers and your team's deals in there. So make sure there's not a filter on, and make sure everyone is marked off. These filters could be used in the list view as well. When you're in list view, you want to toggle and use that list that we just did, and you can have them in the same view. You can also bulk edit your deals from the list view. From the list view only. You can't do this in the boards view. You can send group emails, bulk delete, convert to leads. You can bulk edit labels, bulk edit status, when the deal was created, won time, lost reasons. Anything, instead of going through and changing or altering these deals individually, this is a great way to do it. Another way you can edit information in a deal is by just filling in the box in list view. And that way you don't have to click right into the deal and change it that way. Please feel free to reach out to SaaShop or to any of the teams, any of the people here to help you with questions. You can reach me on either LinkedIn or via email. Thank you, and you guys have a great day.